I the devil for not telling a woman she was about to sit and poop? I, 26 male, was at a crowded park recently where there were food trucks set up and people sitting around eating. Sitting was pretty limited, and most people were sitting on this low concrete wall that runs along the edge of the parking lot. On the other side of the wall is a grassy area that's level with the top of the wall. So, people sit with their backs toward the grass and legs facing the lot. I had just gotten my food when I noticed the only free spot left. At the same time, I saw a girl well-dressed for the park also walking toward it. She saw it first and was headed that way, but I was closer and got there before her despite running when she saw me approaching it. Really, bro? As I got to it, I looked down at the grass behind the wall and saw a big pile of dog poop right where someone's lower back or clothes would land if they leaned or sat back. It was pretty gross, and I decided not to sit. Right then, she walked up and looked annoyed, saying, "Seriously? I was going to sit there." I didn't want to make a thing of it, so I just stepped aside and said, "Go ahead, you can have it." She immediately sat down without checking behind her, and just a second later jumped up with a disgusted look on her face. The poop was stuck to the back of her skirt. She turned to me and snapped, "Why didn't you say anything?" I told her, "I saw it, yeah, but I didn't know how you were planning to sit. For all I knew, you were just going to perch on the edge or sit upright. It's a park. People walk their dogs here. You've got to check before sitting down." She kept insisting I should have warned her, but I told her I wasn't trying to be petty. "Yes, you were. I genuinely didn't know how far back she was going to lean or sit, and it wasn't really my responsibility to check the ground for her. She could have sat only on the wall and not on the grass and would have been fine." She eventually walked off frustrated, but now I'm wondering if I should have said something anyway. But I feel like, especially since she was so confrontational about the spot, it wasn't really necessary. Am I the devil? You and I are both 100% aware that you let her sit there for revenge. She literally saw the seat before you and you tried to get to it before her. If that doodoo was not there, you would have sat in that seat. Would you have felt like a jerk then? That would have made you an asshole. But instead, you saw doodoo and you did not sit there and you allowed her to sit in that doodoo because your ego is so fragile that you have to hurt another person to feel better about yourself, and then try to play it off like you just weren't sure if you should say something about doodoo. I only wish that your head was so far up your ass that you sat down without looking and got the doodoo you deserved. Yes, you are the devil, and you know that. You already know you're the devil. Why are you even asking?